Chance the Rapper, man. The Big Day.
Okay.
How do you feel about that project right there, man?
Okay, so we talking about this in two different perspectives, right?
Yeah.
So I think I spoke to you about Chance the Rapper before, and you've heard all of Chance the Rapper's albums before this one.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so this is the first Chance the Rapper album that I personally have ever heard. Right?
Oh, okay. All right.
So
you didn't listen to College Brook, Acid Rap?
No, I didn't listen to any of that.
Okay.
So I've heard verses, you know what I'm saying?
Right, yeah, from
with the
features.
Gucci belt.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So I've heard other features and, you know what I'm saying, little songs here and there, but I have never listened to any Chance the Rap album besides this one. So that's, remember, this is
all right. And so maybe you're a good person to get this take from. So
okay, so this is that's my stance here.
All right. Okay, that's his plea.
Yes.
All right.
So I listened to the album. I really, really enjoyed it.
Oh, wow. Okay, good. Awesome.
I really, really enjoyed it. I think from front to back, the album was well put together.
Okay.
I think the skits were dope. I think that everything kind of flowed.
All right.
But it was a little chaotic at the same time. And I appreciate that in an album.
Yeah.
So I think that my perspective is good because I've never heard anything. I never heard Acid Rap or what's the other one after that?
Coloring Book.
Coloring Book. I never heard either one of those projects. And I purposefully didn't listen to it before I listened to this project.
Oh, okay. All right.
So some just to talk about, I guess, some standout tracks. The Do You Remember? I thought that was dope. I think the production on this album.
Who was on that joint? Just him?
It was him and a singer. Do you remember when we were young?
Oh, yeah.
Summers, you last forever. Like, I thought that was dope. I thought both joints with Nicki Minaj on it was dope.
Yeah.
I think the one with
Meg Thee Stallion.
Meg Thee Stallion was dope. I think The Baby was dope. I think Meg Thee Stallion probably had the dopest line on the entire album where she say, if she don't lick the balls, she ain't really wifey.
Oh, shit. Go ahead, man.
But I think that I think overall it was well put together. It wasn't like I'm listening to an album where it's just like, and I prefer this. I'm listening to an album like, yo, this is just strictly hip hop.
Yeah.
And it's rap and it's grassroots and it's just dope beats and dope bars and da da da. It's like I kind of listened and I was just kind of like, when the next song came on, I think what's the name of the album again?
The Big Day.
The Big Day. When that song specifically came on, I was just kind of like, what the fuck? What is this?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like that song specifically was like maybe 16 bars long, the entire song, or just like a repeat or a different, you know what I'm saying? But dude, I think overall it was a really, really good album. I really, really enjoyed it.
Okay, I'm glad to hear you say that, man. I'm glad to hear you have that perspective. Me listening to the album, man, The Big Day for me really felt like the big play. Like it felt like the soundtrack to Cats or, you know what I mean, like Rent or something like that should be on Broadway. The entire thing really felt theatrical and maybe too personal for Chance than it was for me. The entire album is about, you know what I mean, him getting married and, you know what I'm saying, the side chick this and the side, you know, how much, you know,
that's
how
on fire
in love
too.
I am. And I just wasn't, I guess I don't share the same perspective as Mr. Chance does. So therefore I really couldn't rock with this joint right here. Listen, while those are great things, awesome things, you're happy you're married and everything like that, it's like, speak in general about marriage, but you're speaking specifically about your marriage. I'm like, bro, all right, bro, I'm not really with that.
And I'm gonna tell you how I took that.
Yeah.
Again, I'm not.
But the rapping is dope. He could rap.
Yes.
So you can't take that from Chance. I couldn't.
Nah.
He could rap, but it's just like that's not an album I'm gonna ever revisit. And I listened to the entire thing from front to back at least 3 times, but I'm not revisiting it anymore.
So I'm glad you said that. I look at the project as the album to me. If I don't know nothing about Chance. Yes, I know that he, you know what I'm saying, he was in a relationship for a little while. I don't know if he's married to the mother of his child. Is he married?
Yeah.
Okay, so I don't know much about Chance.
He just recently got married within the last year to his mother of his child.
That's what's up. Shout out to you, Chance.
Yeah.
If that's the case.
All right.
I don't know much about him. Mm-hmm. In my mind, I'm listening to this album and I'm thinking to myself like, yo, is this a concept album? A concept in maybe hip hop or rap music or whatever you want to call it is the theme.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm looking at it like, yo, is he actually talking about a woman here? Is he talking about his wife?
No, he's talking specifically about a woman. There's no metaphor.
I feel you.
It's all specific, and that's what I'm saying. It might have been too direct.
And there is some things listening to the project.
Sing along a song, I don't want to sing along about your life, bro. That's
true,
because it's not mine.
And there is some things in the album that tells me yes, he is talking about specifics because when
there's a lot in the album.
Yes, but let's say the first 7 tracks.
Yeah,
the first 7 tracks to me doesn't tell me that he's specifically talking about his wife. It tells me like, yo, this is a concept album. And this is a concept that I came up with. And of course, it is a concept album, but my interpretation of that concept might be hip hop related, and his interpretation is, yo, this is about my wife. Literally. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So
he did too much to say to me that was literal, even from the skits. Like, you know, we had one house before. I had dolls at this house and my mother's house. Now all my dolls can play together. And it's like, oh shit.
Yeah.
All right. Well, awesome. Yeah. I love seeing families come together and all that, but you know, I mean, like the big day is the wedding day, and the entire album felt like, yo, a family going to a wedding and what took place and what occurred, and you know what decisions that personal demons that he had to conquer to make that leap of faith. And while I commend him as a man for doing that shit, he had a song where he was just really talking about his wife being celibate and going celibate on him. So I'm wondering if was that the trap? As a female ever hit you with the line like, yo,
fuck out of here.
So I'm asking, have you ever got hit over the head with that line like, I'm celibate
if
now?
I ever did, fuck out of here.
Yeah, I've been hit with the I'm celibate line now before.
We breaking up.
And yeah, ain't nothing more.
Sorry.
Yeah, that I feel disrespected by that line. I don't know.
Fuck out of here.
Our female artists out there, all 2 of y'all. Yo, tell us, man. Tell us what's your take on that. It is when a female say I'm celibate, is it in efforts to test the man's loyalty, or is it in efforts for your moral standpoint? Is that why you're doing it? Or is it test the man's loyalty, see if he's willing to take the cow with the milk? You know what I mean,
dude. At the end of the day, when we talk about stuff like this, I know it's people out there that's religious and this, that, and the third, and don't have sex till you marry, blah blah blah.
No, and that I agree with. But if you never had sex before, then fine. But do not had 5 or 6 partners before me, and now when I get here, that's now when you want to be celibate.
And I like that. I like that perspective.
It's like, but out of here.
But at the end of the day, like, you know, you don't fucking you don't buy a house before you walk around in it.
Yeah, right.
You know what I'm saying? You don't buy a car before you test drive it.
Yeah.
Same thing.
Facts, yeah.
Same.
But, I don't know.
We ain't trying to get in that conversation.
All right, but overall, man, the chances how rapper album was maybe a little bit too happy go lucky for me.
Yeah.
So you know, it sounds like something that should be played on a Disney Channel, like on repeat. Like,
damn.
You know. It sounds like the soundtrack to a play. It's too happy-go-lucky for me.
So for you, what would be the contrast between this album and the older album?
And Coloring Book, it was really positive too. There was a lot of gospel things in there.
Yeah.
But listening to the gospel mixed with a little bit of ratchet, like kind of like, did you listen to YNB Corday's album?
I did.
I felt like Coloring Book was more of a contrast to that, or comparable to that album than it is for this new Chance the Rapper project, where you know Corday did a lot of, you know what I mean, yo, thank you gods and all that.
Yeah.
But at the same time, he spoke on like ignorant shit at the same time too.
Yeah.
Like, you know, and how you ain't like that album. Sound like that face, although I didn't sound like. I thought that was a tougher album than this Chance the Rapper album. To be honest with you, even Chance's verse is doper on that album than it is.
Somebody put me onto it. Somebody posted on Facebook and it was like, "Oh, YB and Corday brought me back to when J. Cole first came out." And I was just like, "What?"
Yeah, I think because for a younger artist,
and I listened to it and I was just kind of like,
for an artist of his age group and just the maturity of what he speaks about. I think that was he reminded me of a joke. I agree with that analogy. There's like, some J. Cole in there.
I was just like, all right, you know what I mean? I ain't gonna say he can't rap. He could definitely rap, but I was just like, yo, like niggas made me feel like I was about to go listen to a fucking classic, bro.
Yeah, I thought it was good, man. I thought it's definitely worth.
It's good. It's good. I'm not hating. It's good. Dude can rap.
No, when you say classic, I think maybe it's not gonna be a classic for you because you're so removed from that generation. But I feel like kids of his generation might hold him, because of the maturity of his content. And though he's the one, he's speaking to them. He's touching their perspectives and their hearts. And I feel like they're gonna hold him and hold this as a classic going forward. What really, I feel like it is a classic.
What made me really listen
to it,
but not
more so in the classic in the sense of where we came from.
What made me listen to it was the fact that Royce da 5'9" gave it a lot of props.
Right.
But so, like I said, my homeboy posted on Facebook, and I was like, okay, cool. And then I saw Royce da 5'9", he posted about it. I was just like, okay, let me go ahead and check this shit out. And then I saw like I think Charlamagne spoke on it for briefly, and I was like, all right, cool. Let me, you know what I'm saying? Not that I need validation from anybody else, but YBN Cordae wasn't never a dude that was on my radar to be checking out his music.
Right. No, he wasn't on mine either. I think he killed the little the verse. I seen him sneaker chopping on Complex, and I seen him kill the verse on with her at the BET Awards, and I kind of like that. I think he's dope. I don't know if necessarily he's gonna be the next coming of J. Cole, but I think the content in this album, because I experienced those things, and I feel like I have a greater understanding of what he's talking about. Yeah, I'm not necessarily touched or moved by it. Yeah, but it was definitely dope to hear somebody of that age group speaking on these things, and I could imagine somebody younger or of his peer group.
Got you.
Listening to that, be like, oh snap, this dude just put me onto a lot. You feel me? So I could see him being a classic.
So as a, would you consider yourself a fan of Chance the Rapper?
Fan of,
or would you say? I have a tolerance. You like him?
I have a tolerance to Chance the Rapper.
You have a tolerance. Yeah. Okay, so neither one of us are Chance the Rapper's fans. I to be honest, 100% honest with you, I find him kind of annoying. He's kind of an annoying dude. But I respect his talent. I respect, you know what I'm saying, the fact that he puts a certain effort into his music. Yeah. And to me, that came across on this whole The Big Day situation. And then another thing that I was saying to you about the whole analogy of the whole hip hop shit is the cover art for the album is him, or there's a hand holding a CD that has like diamonds on it, and then there's also a ring on the finger. So for me, looking at the cover art and checking out the album and listening to it, it's kind of like a blend between both of those things happening at the same time, because I don't think a lot of artists nowadays put any real effort into what their cover art is as opposed to what they're talking about on the album. I think a lot of these artists nowadays, they just kind of, all right, let me just
I'm not gonna let you give him that. I'm not gonna let you give him that. I'm not gonna let you give him that, because if you're trying to give him that, then it's been done before and over and over again.
No, I'm not saying it hasn't.
The metaphor of hip hop being my wife has been done.
Correct.
Over
Common.
And over.
Who else after Common?
There are several. Even you have done it, I think.
Have I?
You might have done it. Like, I've heard it before. I've heard it already. I've heard it. You know what I'm saying? Or just, you know what I'm saying, Tupac, you know what I mean, talking about his gun being, you know what I'm saying, me and my girlfriend type.
Yeah.
Like, those, like, that contrast or that comparison or metaphor or
but have we
time
seen
of speaking.
Have we seen that over the entirety of an album though?
No, but I don't need to. Like,
true.
Come on. Like, you have to be talking about something grander than just you and your relationship with hip hop. Like,
got you.
Come on.
Hip hop saved me. Lupe.
Yeah. I'm a fan. Like, I'm a fan of music, man. Like, I don't need you talking about like.
But true.
That comes across dry.
Still at the end.
Even if one album can't be about the same thing the whole way, bro. I can't.
Still, but at the same time, it's not necessarily true, dude. If they make it entertaining, if I find a way to make it entertainment, entertainment, if I find a way to make it entertaining, and with the production, with the lyrics, with the concepts, and da 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 da. If it's undeniable, it's undeniable, bro.
I agree with that. Undeniable, but it wasn't for me. Not for me at all.
Okay.
And I
respect that.
I'm not even going to draw for like the general public's perspective. I'm gonna speak from mine.
And I'm definitely speaking from mine. I haven't talked to anybody about.
Yeah,
this project,
I'm not definitely. And this is not comparing it to any of his other projects or anything like that. I probably can't name one song of Coloring Book right now, other than, you know what I'm saying, You Don't Want No Problems, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But other than that, I can't. I remember the album being dope, but I'm not really comparing the two. I'm just saying, listening to this, it's like, yo, this is dope. I'm glad. I'm happy. I'm super duper happy that you found love in your life and you found a good woman, and you know your family is good, and you and your brother, and you know you had pops on the skits and all that. Yeah. I'm happy that you're happy, but this doesn't make me happy listening to it.
Got you.
And
that's respectable, dude. Yeah. That's real.
Yeah.
So we ain't hating on it. I like it. I don't want to hit y'all with the generic numbers. It's a 4 out of 5 or it's a 3 out of 5.
Yeah, y'all go listen to it.
It's dope. I like it.
All right.
It is what it is. Yo, if you like that clip, please like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel.
And go ahead and leave a comment. Become a part of this conversation.
Hit us with them thumbs up.
And remember, you're not here for the facts.
You're here for the opinions.
It's Bootleg Kid Podcast.
The realest.